Alright guys, what's the crack? This is an update video. Just want to give you feedback on the last few weeks. In the last video I was coming up to championship. We were playing the Ó'Móráin championship. We won that match by 2 points in the end. We were a point down with about 2-3 minutes to go. We kicked 3 points in the last 3 minutes. Played in the Ó'Móráin again tonight in the city final, so City Cup final. Had a bit more of a comprehensive victory, but still a very tough game. So it's great to have like tough games where there's like a bit of handbags off the ball and it's a city rivalry, local derby. So it's always great to have those games. So it's kind of late, so I don't want to be like roaring or shouting. And the reason I'm up so late and the reason I'm doing this really late is because I took a caffeine pill before the game. So typically before championship matches, I'll take a caffeine pill. And because I'm so sensitive to caffeine, I find it so hard to sleep. Like, I don't even want to tell you how late it is because it's very, very late. So if you're following me on Snapchat or Instagram, you might have seen what I take in terms of, tablets and powders and things like that. So fish oils, vitamin C, vitamin D, multivitamin, creatine, beta-alanine, sugar or carbohydrates, and caffeine prior to games. I would take L-theanine with caffeine, but I don't actually have L-theanine as a simple ingredient. So some quick reasons why I'm taking all those things. First of all, multivitamin, because my diet is very restricted. Vitamin C, again, because my diet is very restricted and I have a lot of food allergies and intolerances. Vitamin D, because I don't get out in the sun that much because I live in Ireland and I work indoors and I live indoors. Fish oils, because I don't eat any fish. Creatine, because I want to increase my power output. Beta-alanine, because I want it to help me buffer lactic acid and I want to help improve my performance. Carbohydrates, because first of all I'm trying to increase my energy intake, and secondly because I'm trying to keep my body well fueled during training sessions. So for example, I would have spent about 6 hours on Sunday training between pitch, running, gym, high intensity training. So during those kind of period, it was about a period of a 2-hour session and a 4-hour session, I would have been taking on a lot of sugars. So it's just basically like a homemade sports drink that I make. I throw some electrolytes in there and then multidextrin and dextrose and fructose, so just mix those together. So I take the caffeine then for, to help me improve performance prior to a game, but as I said, it really affects my sleep because I'm really sensitive to it. The other thing I am introducing is going to be nitrates. Now there's kind of 2 ways you can take nitrates. One is where you go the natural route, where you take spinach or rocket and you blend that up and you take in 500 grams of spinach or rocket, about an hour before your heavy pitch session or whatever is your conditioning session, and that gives you enough nitrates to actually have some kind of significant effect. So 500 grams of that. Usually the bags you see are like 80 grams, so I'm talking like 500 grams. Or taking a beaded shot. So these beaded shots have either 0.3 or 0.4 grams of nitrate in them, depending on which variety of one you get. So I'm basically going to start introducing them to my diet on a regular basis, and they help to produce more power output. So basically they'll just help you run a little bit further. So tonight in the game, I usually play cornerback, but I ended up playing midfield during the game. And one of my frustrations in cornerback is that whenever I finish a match, I don't feel tired. Cornerback is kind of the position where you have a burst of energy and you expend a lot of energy in a short period of time, and then you have a really, really long rest. And over the years I've kind of figured out where to position myself so that I don't need to spend that much energy defending, and then when I really need to defend and the ball is really near me or my man has the ball, I have loads of energy and I'm really able to kind of be effective when I'm defending. But as a whole, throughout the whole game, I don't cover a lot of ground and I'm not that tired. So usually when I'm playing cornerback, if we play a game, particularly like a challenge match, I'm not that tired after a game and it kind of frustrates me a little bit because I feel I can give more to the team. So tonight I was playing midfield and I got to cover a lot more ground, so I was really happy with that because I got to expend a lot more energy. In terms of how I felt during the game, and this kind of comes back to the food allergies and intolerances that I have. I went shopping the other day and literally all I eat is rice, pasta, vegetables, coconut oil, porridge. I have a bowl of porridge right here actually. honey. Did I say pasta? I don't eat any pasta. That's literally my diet. It's so restricted. So I do get cravings for like sugar in particular, and I've kind of developed a bit of a craving for sugar now that I've introduced a lot more sugar into my diet. So when I was shopping, I picked up a packet of these. This is like a box of Cocoa Pops, and on Saturday I wanted to get through 5,000 calories on Saturday, 5,000 calories on Sunday, and I wanted to get a ton of sleep on Saturday night, because I had DOMS in my legs for about 2 to 3 days since a heavy leg session and a match last week, and that's so rare for me. And basically I just wasn't recovering because A, I wasn't eating enough, and B, I wasn't sleeping enough. And that was just because work was really hectic. Working from 6 in the morning, working at 6:30 until sometimes 10:30 at night. So they're long days, and I'm trying to put about 4 hours of training in a day as well on top of that, so a bit overkill. So that's why I want to get through 10,000 calories. I actually ended up buying these and getting through these in about 3 days, so there's close to 3,000 calories in this box. I also ate a bag of rice between Saturday and Sunday, so half a bag of rice on Saturday, half a bag of rice on Sunday. I typically eat half a bag of rice every single day. And I just checked the bag of rice, that equates to about 3,500 calories for a kilo of rice. Then I'll typically eat between approximately 1,000 calories per day on coconut oil or olive oil or rapeseed oil. I literally just layer on oils into the rice mix that I have. So that brings 3, 6, 7, 8, that's about 8,500 calories. And like I eat a lot of chicken. I also eat porridge in the morning, so I'll have a big bowl of porridge, easily 100 grams of porridge, maybe 120 grams of porridge in the morning. That's another like 400 calories. And I'd have chicken on top of that, so I'd have close to 400 to 500 grams of chicken per day. And again, you know, that brings me way over 10,000 or 5,000 calories in a day. Sunday felt really good, really recovered, because I had a ton of food in me from the day before and I had loads of sleep that night. But I've gotten the feeling that this stuff, these taste so good, but I think they are affecting me in that they're narrowing my airways. So big part of my performance is being able to breathe and having my asthma under control. And if I, as an example, had a glass of milk, I literally wouldn't be able to go out and play a game afterwards, because first of all I feel very sick, but also my airways would like really tighten up and it'd be like breathing through a straw. So I have to have my diet on point in order to perform the way I want to perform. So I have a feeling tonight, because I ate a whole packet of these over the last few days, that my breathing was restricted. I felt like I was maybe at 70% or so. So I just got to give up on the Cocoa Pops, or just not eat an entire bag of them over a period of 2 to 3 days. Within the gym, we've been trialing a few apps, and the apps that we're going to introduce, or the app that we're going to introduce, is going to completely change how we do everything inside there, and it's going to like affect everyone that's inside in the gym, and it's also going to affect everyone that we're doing our online coaching with, because ultimately the platform that we're delivering our information on is going to be totally different. So I'm really excited about that, because you know, essentially what we're trying to do is we offer people very personalized programs, and it's a very personal touch that we give people, and you know, that's why I feel we've been successful. And this platform basically allows us to really take that to the next level. So really excited to introduce this, getting some really good feedback from the members and also people online, so very happy with that. I'm heading away this weekend, going over to London to visit my cousin and my brother. We're going to Biffy Clyro. I think Biffy Clyro is playing in France or Belgium or somewhere, so really looking forward to that. And that is the update for now. See you in the next one. Slán.